It's no surprise, of course, I am adamantly opposed to this sneaky amendment offered by two people that don't know what they're talking about, have never known what they're talking about, still not what they're talking about, and will never know what they're talking about. The Alaskan rainforest, as you gentlemen recognize, is as big as Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island combined, including New Jersey. But I'm sure you'll be happy to know that we have 19 designated sites of wilderness in that area. The National Monument, it takes up 35% of the forest. It's 78% of the Tongass is slated for roadless areas already. And all I'm saying is what this is attempting to do is put the last remaining small group of Alaskans out of work. And ironically, the two gentlemen who offered this amendment are crying about outsourcing. My God, we're losing jobs. They're going overseas. But here we are in Congress taking away the jobs of my Alaskan constituents. That's the thing that probably disturbs me the most about this, is we had a forest of 21 million acres. 21 million acres. And we were told in this body in 1980 that we'll only lock up all of it but 2 million acres, and you'll have those acres to actually can retain a timber industry and have your people work. And now we're down to 1,000 acres, and you want to take that away. And you say we don't need the roads. That's not what the forest says. They say we need these roads if we're going to harvest the timber. They put up the sales. Who's going to bid it if they can't get the timber? That is true. Anybody debates that, you better understand it. Because what's happening here is you're trying to put the last remaining few Alaskans that are trying to make a very meager living, 300 people, 300 jobs, take it away from them for the environmentalists. It has nothing to do with taxes. And by the way, I hope you understand, my good friends that are offering this amendment. I was precluded from offering an amendment to the amendment today because of unanimous consent. But if this amendment is adopted, I will offer an amendment, the same amendment, to the forest in Ohio, which loses money every year, a large sum. To New Jersey, if you have national forest, and to the areas in New Hampshire, every area, every person that votes for this amendment, there will be an amendment next year on this bill to do the exact same thing. Because if we're going to be true to ourselves, if you're talking about fiscal responsibility, then you step up to the plate and take your forest and make sure they're under the same category. And else you're saying, all right, it's just an Alaskan. He's way away. It's just his district. And on a personal note, none of you in this body have ever seen me address anybody's one district, because I believe in representative form of government. Representative form of government. If it's your district and it's what you want in your district, I will support that. If you don't want it, I will support that. But to have two members of this House, and yes, it's bipartisan, and I shall not forget that, to come and attack a single member in his total district, to take away the jobs of his people, I say is wrong. And each one of you think about this in this room. This should be representative form of government. And what you're doing is dead wrong. And I shall not forget it. And I reserve the balance of my time.